Author's point of view, Cook was helping other student in ongoing lecture. They misunderstood him and thought Cook again started talking in ongoing lecture. He told him to complete his all the assignments before his arrival. Cook was very scared because they refused to teach him. He went to Jimin's house for completing his assignments. Let's see what happens next. Cook. Now what will I do, sir? Taek will gonna punish me. Jimin. Let's go and ask from Yoon. He is also a professor. He will help you. Cook. No ways. Are you mad? I'm not going anywhere. What if he punish me? Jimin. Why would he punish you? Don't be scared. He doesn't do anything with you. I will also there with you. I will not leave you. Cook. But Jimin. No, but only he can help you. Come with me. Jimin dragged him towards Yoongi's room. Yoongi was laying on the bed and looking at ceiling. JiKook is standing outside of his room. Jimin slowly knocked the door. Jimin, can we come inside? Yoongi sat on the bed. Yeah, come inside. JiKook came inside. Yes, what do you want? Jimin, Yoon, I completed all the assignments. Yoongi, okay. Jimin, he. Yoongi, do you want anything else? Jimin nodded his head. Yes. Yoongi, then tell me clearly. Jimin closed his eyes tightly. We were doing our math assignment but stuck in one question. Can you please explain us that question? Said in one go. Yoongi looked at them. Why don't you understand? Didn't professor explain well? Did you ask this with him? Did he refuse to explain again? Yoongi started bobbing by his questions. JiKook didn't know what to do now. They both stayed silent, which irritates Yoongi. Yoongi, little loud. I'm asking something. Jimin, whispering tone. Professor explained well, but I forget now. Yoongi listened him by his cat power. What? I will talk to you later. Cook, what happened to you? Don't you also know how to solve the problem? Cook didn't say anything, he just nodded his head. Yoongi, strictly, I want verbal answer. Cook, scared. Yes, I also don't know. Yoongi crossed his arm. And why so? Cook, scared, because I wasn't. Yoongi, first tell me, did you ask this from your professor? Cook nodded his head. Yes, I asked. Yoongi, then did he refuse to explain again? Cook slowly nodded his head. Yes. Yoongi, angrily, what the hell? How can he refuse to explain you? Tell me, who is the professor? Cook, more scared. Sir. Yoongi, confused. Sir? Who, sir? Cook wants to speak, but words couldn't coming out from his mouth. Cook never faced this type of situation. He is a topper, so none of his professors shouts on him for his studies. He knows Yoongi is the most strict professor of the university, and he saw how he hit D for his mistake. So his mind automatically creates Yoongi's super strict and merciless professor's image. Jimin saw Cook and thought he was scared because Yoongi shouted on him. So he said, Jimin, scared. The answer. Yoongi, shocked. T refused to explain you again. Cook slowly nodded his head. Yoongi, I can't believe this. T can't do this. Definitely you did something wrong. That's why he refused to explain you. Tell me, what did you do? Raised an eyebrow. Jimin, actually, Yoongi looked at Jimin by his cat glare. Are you Cook? Jimin immediately shook his head. No. Yoongi, then why are you replying? Jimin, sorry. Yoongi, Cook, I'm waiting. Cook, more scared. Because I wasn't concentrating when he was teaching. Yoongi got more angry. Oh wow, what an amazing answer, said sarcastically. Cook, sorry. Yoongi, can you tell me what important work you do when he was teaching you? Cook, I was helping other student. He told him everything what happened with him. He told him everything till T left the house for professor's meeting. Yoongi understood the situation and looked at JiKook who were still hanging their head low. Yoongi, go and bring your bags here. Jimin looked up with shiny sparkly eyes. It means you will explain us. Yoongi, Now go and quickly bring your bags here. JiKook, thank you, immediately left from there. They both came into living room and quickly packed their bags and left from there. They forgot their mobiles on the center table as they were working there. Cook, Jimina, sorry. Jimin, sorry? But for what? Cook, because of me he scolded you too. Jimin, Oh, for that, no worries. It was my fault too, and don't worry about it. You can always scold me. It wasn't a big deal for me. If I didn't get scoldings from him, then it's the big deal. Cook, shocked to see Jimin's happy face. Are you happy to get scoldings? How can you be so happy? Jimin, hold Cook's hand. Cookie, Yoon doesn't know how to express his feelings. He never scolded me for nothing. His scoldings show how much he cares for me. So don't take his scoldings on your heart. He is very caring person but behaves coldly. When I met with him for the first time, I took him so wrong. I thought he was very rude and strict person. He will beat me daily on every small mistakes. But see, he didn't beat me for once. He only scolded me. See, he brought Jimmy for me. It's just his aura is dark and strict. Otherwise, he is very sweet and gentle person. So don't think negatively. Now let's go. Otherwise, he will definitely beat me. Yoongi was waiting for them. They both took more time to come. He can understand both Taekook's situation. Cook was helping other student, which wasn't wrong. He was right on his place. He was also right on his place because he saw Cook was talking when he was teaching and even get angry. None of them were wrong. It's just situation was like that. He was in deep thought when he heard the knock on the door. He again maintained his strict professor face and said, "Come in." JiKook came inside. Jimin sat on the floor and placed his bag on the floor in front of him. Cook was standing there and looked Jimin with confused face, but Yoongi was so done with him. His love for Floor is another level. After all, she is his girlfriend. Yoongi, so done face. Why are you sitting there? Come and sit on the bed. Jimin, I'm comfortable here. Yoongi, mad. For God's sake, leave the floor. It doesn't go anywhere. You don't need to always stick with it. Cook smiled to see Yoongi's reaction over Jimin's silly action. Jimin mumbles, I'm scared. What if I do any mistake and you slap me? It's better to stay far away from you. At least I can run. Cook heard his talk and smiled brightly to see how much he is scared from Yoongi. Yoongi, suspicious look. What did you say? Jimin, nothing. Yoongi, I can slap you there too. So come and sit here before I come there. Jimin mumbles, how can he always hear me? Pout. Cook smiled more brightly and sat on the bed. Yoongi stepped on from the bed and Jimin got scared to see him. He immediately grabbed his bag and sat on the bed beside Cook, who couldn't stop laughing. Yoongi, open your book, I'm coming in 1 minute. Left. Jimin sighed and relieved. He gone. Hit Cook's shoulder. Stop laughing. Cook started laughing loudly. You are a scary cat in front of him. OMG. And what did you say? I'm safe here. If he comes to me, then I will run. Seriously, run. Jimin started tickling him and he rolled on in the bed. He was laughing loudly. After so many days, he laughed from his heart out. He was very happy. In this meantime, he was only crying and crying because of T's rude behavior and words. JiKook leaned on the bed while laughing hard. Yoongi was standing on the door frame. He saw them laughing, so he stopped there and saw how happy they both were. He never saw Jimin this much happy before. He was lost in Jimin's pretty smile. After some time, he knocked the door and entered inside the room with the chair. Yoongi placed the chair in front of bed and said, So are you ready? JiKook nodded their head. Yes. Cook was feeling much better than before. He was scared but not like before. Yoongi, before I start teaching, there is something which you have to understand, so listen to me very carefully. JiKook nodded their head and listened to him. Yoongi, Cook, you weren't wrong at your place. You did good to help other student, but you shouldn't help him in ongoing lecture. You should told him that you will explain him after the lecture. You were explaining him and T misunderstood you. T was also right at his place. Being a professor, I also want every student listen to me when I was teaching. It was disrespecting the professor. I know you didn't do this intentionally, but you have to be careful next time, okay? Cook nodded his head. Yes, Hyang, sorry. Yoongi, it's okay. Jimin, it goes with you too. Jimin, but I didn't talk. Looked at Yoongi, who was glaring him. But I will be extra careful in next time. Yoongi, okay. First give me your assignments. Let me check your assignments first. Cook gave his assignments. First check mine. Jimin, and why so? gave his assignments too. Yoon, check mine first. Yoongi looked at them and thought, why are they behaving like kids? Isn't one kid enough for me? Yoongi, stop this. I will check both of your assignments. I want complete silence. JiKook, okay. Yoongi, check their assignments. Cook, your assignments are incomplete. Why? Cook, I didn't know how to solve the problems. That's why I didn't do math assignments. Yoongi, okay, I will teach you. By the way, your assignments are good. Cook, proud bunny smile. Thank you. Yoongi, Jimin, your assignments are completed, but you did lots of mistake in your math assignment. Jimin, mistake? Shocked. Where? Yoongi, see, yours all the solutions are wrong. Cook, and you taught me wrong solution? Angry. Jimin, no, sir taught me like this. Pout. Yoongi lightly hit on his shoulder. He didn't taught you like this. Now focus. Yoongi started explaining and they both fully concentrate. Cook understood in first time because he has sharp mind, but Jimin, he didn't understand anything. Yoongi, so that's how we solve this problem. Do you understand? JiKook, yeah. Yoongi, so now do it next question. JiKook started doing the work. After some time, Yoongi told him to show their solutions. Yoongi, now show me how many problems you solved. JiKook gave their notebooks to him. Yoongi, Cook, your solutions are correct. You are doing great. Keep it up. Cook, happily, thank you, Hyang. Yoongi, Jimin, your solutions are wrong. Why? Didn't you understand? Jimin slowly shook his head. No. Yoongi, mad. Then why didn't you ask me to explain you again? Jimin, I thought you will be angry. Yoongi, and now? Now I am not angry? Jimin, sorry. Yoongi, strictly. Focus here. I want honesty, okay? If you don't understand anything, then tell me immediately. I will clear your doubts. Yoongi was teaching Jimin and Cook was doing his assignments. He saw how Yoongi explained Jimin. He recalled his time when he teach him patiently without any scolding. One tear dropped from his eyes and he quickly wiped his tears before anyone can see it. He missed tea a lot. After 30 minutes, Cook completed his assignments and so to Yoongi. Yoongi praised him. Finally, Jimin understood the problem after getting so many scoldings. Yoongi, so the time. It's almost dinner time. I'm going to prepare dinner. Cook, you will eat dinner here. As Cook told him that he will come late from his meeting. Jimin, I want your assignments before the dinner, so start solving them. JiKook, okay. Yoongi left from there and JiKook started doing their assignments. Jimin was solving the sums whereas Cook was practicing the sum as he told him to take test. Time skipped at dinner time. Yoongi entered in his room and saw JiKook were doing their work. He knocked the door to grab their attention. Yoongi, dinner is ready. Come in the dining room. Jimin went to him with his assignments. Yoon, I completed my assignment. See? Showed him. Yoongi checked his assignment. That's correct. Now come for dinner. Jimin was waiting for praising like he praised to Cook, but he didn't say anything to him. Jimin's happy face became sad and small. Cook went near him. Jimina, what happened to you? Jimin sad pout. He didn't praise me. Cook, because he knows you didn't did this by yourself. Jimin, what do you mean? Cook, I helped you to complete your assignments. That's why he didn't praise you. Jimin, oh, you are right. But how he always knows by himself, complaining pout. Cook shrugged his shoulders. Don't know, let's go for dinner. They both entered inside the dining room and saw Yoongi was placing the dishes. Jimin, let me help you. Yoongi, no need, I already done everything. Cook sat beside Jimin. So may I start? Yoongi, yeah, sure, but tell me, did you wash your hands? JiKook showed their hand. Yeah, see this? Yoongi, okay, gave them their dinner. Jimin's food, Cook's food. Cook was happy to see his dinner. Yoongi cooked special food for him. Yoongi to Jimin, you have to finish that juice too. Jimin, not again. I had drinking it in the morning. Yoongi, I didn't ask your will. Finish it. Jimin made weird face. Okay. Yoonkook finished their dinner and Yoongi already cleaned the dishes. He cleaned whole kitchen, but Jimin was still eating slowly. Yoongi, till the breakfast time, will you finish it or not? Jimin looked at him. I'm eating na. Then why are you taunting me? Yoongi crossed his arm. Yeah, I see how you eat. And what's this? Jimin, what? Yoongi, you didn't even touch the juice. Jimin, I will drink this after finishing my food. Yoongi, and when will you finish it? Jimin wins. I'm trying na. You gave me so much potion. Cook smiled to see Yoonmin's drama. Jimin threw the tablecloth on Cook. Why are you laughing? Stop it right now. Angry. Cook. Can't an innocent child laugh now? Jimin. Innocent child, my foot. If you smile one more time, then I will pick the jug of water. Throw this on your head. Yoongi took the jug from his hand. Stop scaring him. Finish your food. Jimin. Little loud. Why are you taking his side? Why don't you say anything to him? Yoongi looked at him with his cat glare. What did you say? Jimin immediately regretted. Nothing. I said nothing. I said food is very tasty. Started eating his food. Cook falls on the floor while laughing hard. I think Hobie's soul entered inside his body. Yoonmin looked at him. Jimin looked at Yoongi with complaining eyes but didn't dare to say anything to him. Yoongi understood what Jimin wanted to say. What happened to you now? Why are you laughing? Cook sat on the floor trying to control his laugh. Nothing, I was just... Ran to Jimin's room. Yoongi. Now what happened to him? Why did he run away? Jimin while eating. Lucky he can run away. Yoongi looked at him. What did you say? Jimin. Nothing, I said nothing. Yoongi. Finish your food now. You know birds will eat faster than you. After 10 minutes, Jimin finished the food and juice. Yoongi gave him medicine which he gulped by making weird face. Yoongi told him to go in his room. Meanwhile with T, he was coming back to his house. He was driving right now. T's point of view. OMG, I'm so late. Looked at his wristwatch. Don't know Cook has eaten anything or not. I'm behaving very coldly with him. Today also I harshly scolded him in front of whole class. After that, when he came to my cabin, I badly scolded him again. I don't want to scold him, but don't know what happened to me. He did something like that which made me angry. I can't see him crying. From past few days, he was only crying, but never mind. I will teach him from today. I will explain him again today's lecture which he missed. He must be very sad and waiting for me. Meanwhile with JiKook were doing pillow fight in Jimin's room while laughing hard. They both were enjoying their friendly fighting. Just then Yoongi shouts Jimin's name from the living room. Yoongi shouts, Jimin, come to living room. Jimin shouts back, I'm coming. Within a minute he came there while running. Jimin, yes Yoon. Yoongi, how many times I told you don't run on the stairs? Jimin, sorry. Next time I will remember. Yoongi, I know that next time will never come. Leave it. I brought something for you, but forgot to give you. Jimin, happily. What did you bring? Yoongi, wait here. I will bring it. It is in the car. Jimin, give me car's key. I will bring it by myself. Yoongi, no need for this. Stay here quietly. Jimin, okay. Yoongi left. Jimin's mobile's ring. He picked his mobile from the center table and attended the call. He only said yes and call cut. Jimin, strange. He cut the call. He was lost in his thought. Yoongi shook him a little. What happened? What are you doing with your mobile? Jimin placed the mobile on the center table. Nothing. Yoongi, okay, now take this. Jimin excitedly see the bags and screamed. Yoongi got shocked to see his reaction. Jimin screamed, ah! Yoongi shocked. What happened? Why are you screaming? Jimin happily. You brought me 2 bags of stuff? Yoongi, Jimin, wait a minute. Why haven't I seen this bag somewhere? Yoongi hit lightly on his head. Because it's your bag. I brought this from your home. I brought you all the study materials. Now get ready to do your assignments. Jimin, sad face. Oh, so you brought my things from my home. I thought you brought something for me. Yoongi, crossed arm. Why would I buy something for you? Did you do anything good? For that I bring things for you? If you forget, then let me remind you. You are on your punishment period. You will only get punishments from me. Jimin, sad small face. Okay, about to go. Yoongi, now where do you think you are going? Jimin, in my room. Yoongi, take these bags with you too. Hand over the bags to him. The bags are quite heavy. Jimin, sad pout. Okay. Took the bag from his hand. He took the bags till the stairs, but bags were really very heavy for him. He put the bags on the first staircase and looked up at his room. He started counting the stairs. Yoongi saw this and went to him. Yoongi, move aside. Jimin, pushed him a little and picked the bags and started climbing. Jimin followed him. What are you doing? Give me back my bags. I will take it by myself. Yoongi. Yeah, I can see how will you take these by counting the stairs, right? Jimin. Nah, in mind. How will he listen my thoughts? Yoongi. Stop pressurized your bean-sized brain. Come fast. Jimin. Yeah, coming. In mind. I shouldn't think anything. Jimin opened the door for Yoongi, but when he entered inside the room, he was welcomed by lots of cottons and feathers. JiKook hit him by the pillow by thinking he was Jimin. When he saw it was Yoongi, not Jimin, he got shocked and stood there. Yoongi angrily looked at him. Then he saw the room. The whole room was covered with cottons and feathers. To be continued. Questions. How's the episode? Whose call Jimin received? Who will save JiKook from Yoongi's anger? Author's note. That's it for today. I hope you all like it. I'm really not getting any time. That's why I'm not replying your comments. But don't worry. I hope soon everything will be fine. Hoping for the best. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.